What's going on, everyone? It's RICHLUX. We gotta talk about Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, huge drama, so much tea. Oh my God, my phone doesn't just stop ringing. Kris Jenner, I'll call you back. I gotta spin the narrative about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. Yes, I got your PayPal to report the news on Kylie, Kris Jenner. Okay, wait, hold on. Hello? Yes. Jeffree Star, how are you?
Okay, I was just finishing dinner and watching I Just Killed My Dad on Netflix, so how fitting. I really miss you. I can't believe I am about to be in Wyoming in the winter. Like, what the fuck? Okay, let me answer your question. Of course you can. Whether I see you one day in 10 years, just so you know, I'm looking down for anything, so, I think it would be really cool.
Oh my God.
The irony of it all, the name of it, everything is just nuts, honestly. Like, it wasn't just a name. There's so many double entendres and it's so crazy looking back, so would love it. I think it would be more impactful if we're sitting face to face, just like, hi, and just fucking talking about everything. Or whatever you want to talk about. I can ask you questions about anything you want or vice versa, so let me know what you think.
That is better.
Face to face?
I got another phone call coming in. Shane, oh my God, Shane Dawson. Yes, I'm making my video. But you know, you're not gonna like what I have to say. I didn't receive my cash payment. Whatever. All right, let's talk about this drama, girl. So I took notes. I'm super excited. Okay. Very quickly, because we're gonna get into this tea, but you already know I gotta pay the light bill. Thank you so much to AdamandEve.com for sponsoring this video. You guys are amazing. You can use code LUX to save 50% off plus free shipping for United States and Canada. And a portion of the proceeds goes to help and find a cure for HIV and AIDS, which is amazing. We love companies who give back, and don't forget, your item will come in discreet packaging. And thank you, AdamandEve.com, for sponsoring this video. Let's get on with the drama. See, one of my main notes that I took was y'all need to like the video and comment, because if there's a new palette that comes out, I'm gonna buy it and do a giveaway. So make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and leave your favorite emoji in the comments. All right, I'm gonna talk about this. I broke it down to 4 points. Very fast, very simple. The video was great. First point, cash grab the house. Shane Dawson finally addressed the cash grab situation. A lot of people were saying that his palette was a cash grab. Here's what he had to say. Roll it.
So during the Jeffree series,
Okay.
do you want to talk about that?
What about it?
Okay, so I always feel like
I also think I overhyped in the series the money element because it was like fascinating, like, oh, money, money, money. Because yeah, the truth of it is I did not make anywhere near what people think I made, which I think that's another thing. People thought I made like $10 or $20 million on it. I did not. Yeah, and financial stuff aside, like being very honest, the first palette did very well, but the cost of goods is crazy. So like, yes, the palette made like 30 million whatever dollars, but then the cost of goods was literally $20 million. So it's like, okay, take that away. And then after that,
okay,
you know, it was all the people involved in the company. Then after that, like my cut, my 25% or whatever it was after so many cuts. And then after that, and then I gave my coworker at the time 25% of what I made from it. So after all was said and done with taxes and everything, yeah, it was a great amount of money that I'm so blessed and proud of and so grateful for, because it helped with getting this house in Colorado. And you know, but like, was it like I can retire now money? No. It wasn't like I made $20 million, I'm gonna retire. Like, it wasn't that. But thank God, because if somebody handed me enough money to where I could like retire and stuff, I don't know what I would do. It would and I wanted to be honest about the numbers because I didn't talk about that in the finale because I didn't know yet. Listen, I would be honest. If it was something that I regretted and I was like, oh yeah, I just did that for the money and whatever, I would talk about it because I think that's interesting, like reflecting on something. But yeah, that was not about the money at all. And if I wanted to do a money grab, I wouldn't have put my whole soul and life into it. I wouldn't have spent so much time and money buying makeup, learning makeup, doing the series.
oh, we
doing
spent
all of that.
hours practicing makeup and having fun with makeup, and for people to say you really didn't care about it, I wanted to speak up, and you're just like, no, we're not gonna address it.
No. I'm so proud of that series and that palette. I look at it every day. I'm so grateful for it. Like, it was such a life-changing, like, That was also a moment where I remember when we went to the Mall of America and I told Jeffree, I was like, I'm so...
That was great. I felt like I had so many questions, and now we have so many more questions after the answers that Shane gave us. And he talked about how he didn't make 23-some million dollars off the pallet, that after the cost of goods, you know, shipping, distribution, paying out everybody else, he was only left with X amount of money, which he bought a house with. He was very transparent about that. But then he said after he paid his partner 25%, and I'm like, well, was that partner his ex-friend Andrew? Which then I feel, if that's the case, and now Andrew's filming with somebody else, I'm like, well, like, where's the loyalty in that? Like, to me, I just felt like that was kind of like shady the house. So was Andrew being money hungry the house, or is there something else to it that we don't know about? But what I felt was very maybe rude or interesting, however you want to see it, because the sword cuts both ways. And I see it like Chanel. There are some people, girl, I would never even say their name on this channel. They ain't even worth it, girl. So the fact that he didn't even say Andrew's name, because he could have said Andrew, my videographer, Andrew, my partner at that time, who told me to make my videos. Nothing. He just said my partner, and he didn't even say Andrew's name at all, if that's even who he was talking about. So I felt like that was that some shade? Ooh, was that some shade, or is this me? Are you like
Then after that, and then I gave my coworker at the time 25% of what I made from it.
picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, so next thing, this palette, girl. It seems like, this is where I was a bit confused. Like, I was watching the documentary, and then I was like, wait a minute, what? They're doing a palette? So it seems like what I got out of it is that Shane Dawson and Jeffree started working on a palette soon after the other palette, and then due to the world ending, they kind of just like chilled out on that for a minute, you know? But I kind of feel like it looked like a great palette, and now that so many people now are seeing it, we're gonna want to buy it. Like, shut up and take my money type vibe.
I know this is broken, but still, let's just take a peek.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love like a creamsicle-y.
It's such a perfect creamy nude for like right in the crease to blend everything out.
Oh yeah.
Wow, just the tones together. Oof. Yeah, I'm deceased.
That's, oh yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, I'm just looking at these all together. Like, wow.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Oof. It's so funny because I was like, oh, I don't want to do something too similar to Conspiracy. I don't want people to get mad or whatever. It's like so different already.
It's so different, I'm shook. These already. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, that row.
Whoa.
Whatever you just
yeah.
did.
I flopped some around and I put these dark hunter green on the end.
So I think people are gonna buy this new palette. It looks great, and I do feel, my conspiracy, my opinion allegedly, I do feel like this palette will be called the canceled palette. And I said this months ago, years ago, I said their next palette should just be called the canceled palette, and I want my 1% or something like that. Remember, you guys remember that? If you're a long time watch, you guys remember I said they did come out with the palette called the canceled palette. That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel. So I think they're coming out with the palette. Well, basically they are, and they're called a canceled palette. What I found interesting is that Jeffree Star himself said, I'll talk about whatever. Like, Jeffree Star has literally opened the gates to Shane Dawson and was like, whatever you want to talk about, I'm down. That's the vibe I got. So this is Shane Dawson's opportunity to maybe ask those questions that a lot of people have. But see, Shane Dawson keeps it very classy, doesn't really engage and talk about the drama. Hell, he even said in this video he doesn't even get online and watch videos about himself that much anymore. So I'm just kind of feel like, wow, so many questions. What is going on? And he didn't talk about the mooches and the leeches, and he didn't talk about the James Charles, and he didn't talk about none of them people at all. And I think a lot of people were like, oh my God, are we, whatever happened to the top teats? Whatever, like none of that. They were like, whatever, we moved on. So he's going to the ranch to see Jeffree Star. This next episode, like, it left on a cliffhanger. It was such a I was so excited and happy watching this masterpiece of a film. I thought it was really great. And I kind of like how he said it's not going to be like leading up to the palette. Like, it's not all about the palette per se, really. But it's just like him just going. And I really got the vibe that in the beginning of the video, I felt very confused. Like, I was like, this is all over the place. Because he himself didn't know what he wanted to do. And so you really felt that vibe. And then it took you along a journey of like, okay, this is where we're going. You start dropping bits and pieces from the past that's gonna evidently lead up to the future. And I do think that is very smart if they were gonna drop a palette to just not drop it amongst the middle of a pandemic, like now. So, oh, and don't even get me started on the next tea. When Shane Dawson said that he messaged somebody.
There was one person that I was like, oh my God, that would be so iconic. But like, they're never gonna do it. And like, I'd have to pay them a lot of money. I already spent it all. No, so I was like, there's no way. And then I texted the person just because I was like, I mean, might as well just take a shot and be like, hey, I know I'm canceled and like everybody hates me, but like, want to like do a series? And I texted the person and they wrote back right away. And they were like, fuck yes. And I cannot believe it. But I did text them back and I was like, are you sure? Because like being canceled and then you'll probably get bad press and then like, I don't want you to, you know, blah, 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 blah. And they haven't texted me back yet.
And he said, I would like to make my next series about you. And they said yes. And I think it's Britney Spears. I'm just saying, I think it was Britney Spears or JoJo Siwa. One of the two. And the fact that they still haven't responded yet is just building more anticipation. I hope it is Britney Spears. But I also hope it is JoJo Siwa because, you know what, if they don't want to film with Shane Dawson because of his controversies, they got another thing coming. Because JoJo Siwa is swamped in controversy and drama, and so is Britney Spears, as quiet as it's kept. They're both in the mud too, ain't no one perfect. But all that to say this, what do you guys think about the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star video? I really want to know what you guys think about it. This was such a good video. It left on a major cliffhanger.
Just do another palette. And then we just started brainstorming and we were voice memoing back and forth just with ideas for names and colors and this and that. Just like, I don't know, having fun.
I'm officially crawling in the urn right fucking now.
We're both the type of people where, yes, the palette was successful, the series is over, everything's done, we should be celebrating and being like, okay, cool, it's over. We were like, wait a minute, what if we did this? And wait, what if we should have put that color in there? Just because I think we're both similar like that. We had all these colors that we were picking out because I had actually been saving an album on my phone and I was just screenshotting colors, and anytime I saw a color like online or in my house or when I was at a restaurant or something that I liked, I would take a picture of it and I would zoom in on the color and I'd add it to the album. So today they have all the samples ready. It's been like 2 months or something. So now we're going and we're gonna see all the samples and I'm freaking out. This is so cool. I'm just excited. I don't know. Like, I'm not expecting this to be as big as the first palette. I know that. And so is Jeffree. We're both just doing this because we want to and we're excited. I don't think we're going to order 1 million of them. I don't think we're not doing a series. Like, it's different and I'm okay with that. Now that I know more about makeup and now that I'm way more in the makeup world and I'm doing makeup more and I'm like really excited about the color story and I'm not just like basing colors off the names I chose. Like, I don't know the names yet. I'm literally basing it off of like, what colors do I gravitate toward? What do I like to use when I'm playing with makeup by myself or doing it on somebody else? And what do I think could be the next trend in 2020? Because I'm really into that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. So here we go.
I really did enjoy the new style of video with Chris was editing it, I think, or filming or whatever. I thought it was great. I could tell that it was different, but then it was a lot of the same. Wait, I could tell it was different. I did feel some magic in the video, and I really liked that. Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star genuinely felt excited when they were creating this new palette. You can see it in their eyes, and some of the colors look absolutely beautiful. I think it's gonna be a success. If they drop this next palette, I think it's gonna be great. Like, I'm shook, girl. I am so freaking shook at this. Like, I'm like shaking right now. You see, like, oh my God. It's such a great film, and I wish them the best, and I'm sure you guys are gonna have a lot to say in the comment. You're gonna have a lot to say. Rylan was in it. You know, Rylan Adams had to put in his little 2 cents and say, well, you know, at one time I was popular too. I thought that was just hilarious. I think it was a great film, but it doesn't matter what I think about it, guys. What do you guys think about the drama in the comments down below? I can't wait to read what you guys have to say about it. Might make it in the next video. So let me know what you think about that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, I love you so much.